Yo, JD here, Limitless, and as you can see, back with some F1 2019, and today at Austria in a 5-lap race against some very talented people, very talented at taking people out and being quite dirty, but had a lot of fun doing these lobbies. And make sure you follow me on Twitter to be invited to these, because I do open lobbies a couple of times a week, a few times a week. And yeah, it's super fun. So nothing too serious here, but always entertaining. And decided to do Austria in the Red Bull, trying to reenact myself as Max Verstappen. I do make a reasonably good start into 11th place, a little bit off the points, but always trying to be respectful in these races. I don't try and take people out on purpose or anything at all. Always try and just remain respectful and just kind of try and do what I do in the league race. But encountering a little bit of traffic now. And we've got the Renault. It's braking very early here, so we're just going to try and use this Red Bull power.
This guy's struggling a bit in front.
Although it's on equal car settings, as the Ferrari is getting completely out of shape. So we'll go down the inside of the Renault, going into the last corner, being squeezed slightly, but now we've made it up into 10th place. And this is kind of familiar with Austria, being behind a Ferrari in the Red Bull, trying to get a good exit coming of this corner now. He gets a relatively poor exit beyond that curb, gets some wheel spin from that. You definitely do not want to be out there. And now we're going to go down the inside here, reminiscent of what happened in the race, and going down the inside, leaving some room, but he decides to just, spin us out. And maybe that's what Leclerc should have done in the Austrian Grand Prix.
That's what Leclerc could have done.
And I literally just repeat myself saying that as well. So we're back down to 18th, feeling pretty hyped, pretty heated at this point. Want to get back up into the points now, and let's see what we can do. As a Sarah point, not forced injury, spun round, so made up one position already, and we're going against OMG's Joe.
Kids just don't want to give up the corner.
OMG Joe in here as well had a nice little battle for this 5-lap race championship, where I normally do 3 races at a time and reset. Take it just as seriously as I do my league races. As Snod, Vod, Sim, or Validated Viper, really cool names we've got in this lobby, is set the quickest lap of the race. So now we're just going to try and go down the inside of Beastie Boy in the Haas, going to the right hand side, and he just slams me into the wall and try to take him out there. Although I just said I don't take people out, but yeah, not very nice. But that's what you get when you do on lobby. So now he's left the door a little bit wide open, so got to go down the inside, squeeze him here, overshooting the corner ever so slightly, get a good exit, manage to get DRS as well. But I am predicting he's probably going to retaliate with something. I don't know what he's going to do, and yep.
Unlucky boy.
There you go. That's what happens. You've got to predict that little switchback that they try and do. Well, I mean switchback, they just don't break or anything at all when you take them out. So yeah, I don't think that was very nice what he did to me on the pit wall, but as I said, that's something you come to expect when you do online lobbies. But now we're actually coming back up to the back of, I believe, the same Ferrari that decided to spin us round on turn 3 or turn 2, however you want to distinguish that corner.
Let's get on with it.
So we've got 1 lap to go, P16. Got quite a few cars ahead of me, so there is still potential, there's still time to get back in this race. And also as well, thank you so much for everyone who's been subscribing. 66,000 subscribers. The dream of doing the skydive one day at 100k continues, but whenever that day comes, I will be booking it on that day. But until then, we've got to try and defeat these people in these 5-lap races, and coming very close to Ferrari now. Clearly his tyres are going off. This is on equal settings, as I said before. So just got to try and make up some points. Try not to lose this little mini championship, which I think I won the first race in the previous race at Silverstone. But let me know, what is your favourite equal car? I personally prefer the normal cars to the spec cars, as now we're getting an insane run going to the penultimate corner. I thought he was going to turn in on there, so we actually go a little bit deep, coming off this last corner, managing to get a little bit of a track warning, and now we're leading the race. Pretty much roles reverse of what was happening in the Austrian Grand Prix, trying to get a good exit of it as he goes down the inside. So again, not liking being overtaken here. And he's got a very good run. I think he's got DRS. I think there is DRS coming into this corner now, and we literally straightened the steering wheel.
Literally just did a Leclerc of Verstappen.
With a really awkward laugh. We opened up the steering wheel and did what Verstappen pretty much did to Leclerc there. Come across the line, and we've come home in P15 or P12.
Did a Verstappen on him on that last lap.
With a really, really awkward laugh once again. But now we move on to Brazil, starting completely last in this Sauber, or Alfa Romeo, if you want to call it. Really, really enjoyed this car actually online. A lot of people have been hyping up about this car, and I can see why. It just feels really, really nice. Let me know what you feel about the cars. Are they any different? Got my rival in this championship. I kept calling him Gaz in my last stream. OMG, it's Joe. Going down the inside. And this game, something I learned from my league races and a lot of comments that people gave to me, I need to be a lot more aggressive and putting that into action here by making up 6 positions in the first few corners. Defending from LCK Jaw, if I can read that right. The writing is really, really small. And apologies, the quality is 720p. The stream didn't really like downloading it in 1080 60 FPS, but we've made up positions into 12th now, so gaining 7 positions, getting some rear locking, which is very, very easy to do in this game. You have to be very, very cautious on the brakes. But now really looking to try and get some good points. OMG Joe is right behind me, so go down the inside of my multiplayer teammate, trying to go around the outside. He leaves me just about enough room. And now we're into P11, 1 position off the points paying positions, as Joe has just followed me straight through there as well. And I left this on, whenever I do these lobbies, I always leave it on fixed setups. Personally, I find that a lot more fun where everyone's running the same setup, as Mr. Pigeon Munch has got the fastest lap of the race, defending from Joe. Again, something in league racing where on last game I just decided to let everyone pass all the time. This time in league racing, obviously there's times you go be a bit smart and try not to lose too much time or anything, but I'm definitely going to be a lot more aggressive and just a lot more willing to defend my position on this game. And this is a good place to, not trolling, but actually being serious, to actually practice this is in 5-lap races, to practice your racecraft and everything as well. As we're catching up to the group just ahead of us, not getting anywhere locking, go down the inside of the Mercedes there, and then going around the outside of the Racing Point car. Couldn't quite make it this time, but we go get the inside line and trying to go down the inside of the Haas, who leaves us just about enough room, and that is a really, really nice move. But Joe has somehow followed me in past Rhino, and I don't know how he's managed.
Joe got through that.
Yeah, I don't know how he got through that. I wasn't really looking at the minimap there, but at the start of the lap he was quite a way behind, and all of a sudden he is right on my bumper again. He always seems to get a really good exit as Mr. Pigeon Munch once again gets another fastest up of the race. Don't really have to defend this too much, but we're going to go just half defend just to deter him from going down the inside. Really easy to lock the brakes in this game. And now we're going to try and get a very nice exit. And if I remember, this is probably my best overtake I've done on the game so far. He's going a little bit defensive. We're going to go around the outside, going extremely super hard, late on the brakes, just about staying within the limits of the track. And now we're going to get the inside, staying again millimeters within the racing line. And we've got the move done, and that was a Verstappen-esque kind of overtake, a Ricardo-esque kind of overtake, as he tries to reply going down the inside. We managed to hold a position, and now we're into 7th place, gaining 12 positions with almost 3 laps completed. And Joe, once again, just keeps on following me, and there's been a little bit of an instant up ahead, and I'm not sure what's happened to the Mercedes there, but we should get quite a good run cut off here. He seems to be struggling quite a bit. Damage is turned off in my lobbies as well, so there's no way he has got damage. We're going to go to the left hand side, DRS. Mr. Pigeon Munch just being relentless with these fastest laps, as Joe is pretty much getting a double DRS slipstream. So we're going to defend down the inside here, trying to secure this championship. This time, don't lock up. Trail braking much better this time. Trying to get a good exit of this corner, which I managed to do. Using overtake and Rich. Really have to conserve your ERS, which I've mentioned in other videos before. Going defensive, just not encourage him to go down the inside. Don't want to leave the door wide open like Charles Leclerc did at Austria. And coming up this corner into the midfield section, putting it back down to lean and no ERS. Trying to harvest as much as that energy as possible, because in this game you really expend it very, very quickly. And fighting for the championship here, we need to, as long as we stay ahead of him, I think we're going to have a good chance of winning this. Coming off this corner, get very, very good traction in this car. Feels really, really nice so far. Only used it on this day. But now we're coming up behind the McLaren of Isolicits, if I just even said that right. Coming off here now, 4th gear, 3rd gear, went a little bit deep here, and Joe is right on my bumper. I can't even see his front wing. He's literally right underneath my rear wing, but I can't afford to go out to the right because he'll probably get the inside for the left. And again, the validated Viper setting the quickest lap of the race. And let's see what we can do now. Joe's setting the quickest lap behind me in succession and trying to let these two have this corner and then just get a much better exit. So slow in, fast out, something I always preach in this game. And let's see how many people we can get here. So the Ferrari, exactly the same setup. So we're both using 6.6 wings, going down the inside, almost hitting the back of the McLaren here. But I expect Joe will probably get through once again, but he actually doesn't this time for the first time this race. And now we've got to try and put a move on this McLaren. So starting P19, it's been a really, really good fight so far. Thinking about going down the inside, but thinking a little bit better of it in the end. And trying to line him up for this next right-hander. Trying to get earlier on the throttle this time. And was thinking about it then, but I think it would have been a little bit too far back as Joe has actually come through. And now we've put it up into overtake on hot lap because we've got plenty of ERS left. And let's see if we can try and get a good exit of this corner, which we do. Get a very, very nice exit here. And let's see if he's got any ERS or hot lap left to try and defend with. And looks like he has. Mr. Pigeon Munch wins this race, and we're going to come across the line to finish in P4 because I believe he had a penalty.
Oh man.
And yeah, really enjoying playing this game online. Hopefully you enjoyed these few little clips, and obviously follow me on Twitter if you want to be invited to more of these races. But thank you so much, and for 66,000 subscribers, catch you soon.